Coach Haith, thanks for joining us today. If you don't mind talking a little bit about your team, what you've been happy with so far this season, and where you see the Golden Hurricane going to in the next few months of conference play.
Okay, thank you. Obviously, I think we're in a good place. We had a couple of tough losses early in the year, and I thought it got us. They were positive. If the losses are positive, I think we fixed some things. First loss of the year against Lamar, and Junior E2 only takes one shot, and I think it got him going to understanding how important he is to us and our success. We lose Daquan Jeffries for 6 games, and I thought some guys got better during that time, particularly Geno Artison, in terms of, with time off and stepping up, and we were 5-1 during that stretch. So we now have him back, and he's obviously not quite back to where he was when he went out. But, we had got off to a 3-0 start, and we had a tough ball game down in Memphis this past weekend where I thought we played pretty good for 30 minutes, and then our defense kind of let us down the last 10 minutes of that ball game. And then, obviously, I don't think our execution was what it needed to be on the offensive end either. But we got a couple of days off here. We had 3 games in 6 days, and now we got a couple of days off before we play again on Thursday down in Houston.
Well, thanks, Coach. And as a reminder, if you have questions for Coach Haith, that's *1 on your keypad. Coach, I guess I'll go ahead and take the first one. We'll look ahead a little bit. You have a few days off before you head to Wichita on Saturday. So it's a resumption of a long-standing. Well, you go to Houston, then to Wichita. I don't want to look ahead too much, but the resumption of the rivalry with the Shockers. What do you think that means for not only your program but Tulsa fans in general?
Well, Wichita State joining the league has been great for our league. Obviously, they're top 5 team in the country. I think we traditionally were playing them every year. A couple years ago, they came in. They were 5th in the country at that point in time with the great backcourt they had. They're super talented, and I think our league all, when we look at decisions that are made with expansion over the last couple of years, it's been primarily because of football. It was great to see our league make a move for basketball, and it's been great for our league. And like I said, we've over the years, and I'm just going my 4th year, have played Wichita State every year, and it's been great for both fans of both programs to see that old Missouri Valley team rivalry rekindle. And so looking forward to it. As you said earlier, we got on the road at Houston, then Wichita State comes here that Saturday in a quick turnaround game, so which will be a great opportunity for us.
And we look at that Houston game as well. Rob Gray, every year he's been in the conference, has been amongst the top scorers year in, year out. How do you guys, defend him and try and limit him, knowing that Houston has added some depth and some pieces around Rob this year?
Yeah, they're a terrific team. Watching them a little bit on tape, and have such great respect for Coach Sampson, and Rob is one of the great guards in our league, and we got plenty of them, and he's right there with being one of the better guards in our league. And he's a tough matchup because he can score a lot of different ways. He's fast, he's athletic. He obviously is a really, really good shooter, but he puts the ball on you, he gets to the free throw line. He's just a tough matchup. We don't have the length of watching Wichita State defending him with great length to defend him. So, we will have to have a number of guys defend him and know where he's at all times, and do a great job on him. But you look at Brooks and coming off the bench, then Van Beck and Robinson. They got plenty of guards and that put the ball on you that are very, very, very talented.
Well, Coach, I would be remiss if I only let you talk about Rob Gray without talking about your own players and Junior E2 especially. I think we've seen him grow demonstrably this season, but what have you noticed most from Junior this year, and what have you been most surprised about, most pleased with him?
Well, Junior's had a stretch of being really consistent after the Lamar game, and then his last 2 ball games, I don't think he's I think he struggled a little bit shooting the ball, and but he's put in a lot of work. He's become a consistent scorer on all three levels, and that he's got a mid-range. He can shoot from three, and he also can score around that basket. So he's just been a really consistent scorer for us, and we need him to be that night in, night out. I think when Junior gets in trouble when he becomes passive and he's not as aggressive when he needs to be throughout. So we count on him to be that for us, and it's important to our success that he is. If he's not scoring, he's drawing attention and making plays for others.
All righty. Well, Coach, we will turn you loose, let you get on with the rest of your day and your preparations for games this week. Appreciate you taking the time, and we'll see you in Tulsa here sometime down the road.
Okay, thank you.